Hi, this is Mandy from Sunflowers Indoors. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am literally going to show you how I made this. Now this is a really small journal. It is, I love it. At the moment there isn't anything in it other than the tea dye pages and the other bits and pieces I put in as signature pages. So the idea with this is that it's either used just as a writing journal, or potentially it could be used as a, I could do a ephemera pack to go with it. When I sold my earlier journals, I always used to send out an ephemera pack with them. But that was after decorating it as you know, itself. So with this one, I've also done a dangle, which I've put some pictures on of that, and that's got some couple of different dangly bits on there as well, so that will be attached to that. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with these yet, whether I'm actually going to decorate them or whether I'm just going to do an ephemera pack to go along with them. So that is one there, and I'm going to show you how simple it is to make, and quick in fairness. So I started off with an A4 envelope. This is one of the ones where it's got cardboard and it says don't bend, so of course the first thing I do is bend it. So that is all I've done, and this is going to be our cover. Okay, for the signatures I've literally grabbed different types of paper. So there's tea-dyed paper, there's vintagey style paper, lined paper, there's a paper bag, there's graph paper, there is doilies, braille, all sorts, music sheets, loads of different types of paper. And I've literally just cut those down so that they fit this here. Then what I do is I ordered some material because I've run out of material, and I've literally just cut it down to shape. I didn't want you to have to wait and do all the fiddly bits with me. So that's all I've done, is I've cut that material down to shape. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to glue this onto my fabric. I'm only using a oohoo stick because I am then going to sew it. So I just need it attached at the moment, and I don't want to use Fabri-Tac because no matter how careful you are or how much you blend it in, it always shows through, and this is quite a thinnish, delicate material. So I'm just going to pop that on there like that. Okay, and I'm going to make sure that any bits of glue are smoothed out. It's a beautiful paper. I think I got this one from the Cotton Patch. I'll see if I can find out where I got it from and link it in, because it really is beautiful paper, fabric. Okay, so then what I'm going to do, let me just check this a second because I can't remember if I did it over or under. Did it over. Okay, then I am just going to turn it over here. I have cut 2 pieces of cards down that I thought went well with the paper. Okay, and now I just need to cut these down to size. Got a funny feeling they're 23. It's 23. Yeah. So these here are 2 pieces of 12 by 12. This is Craft Consortium paper, and I'm just going to cut those down. Now all I've done is cut them in half, so they're 6 inches wide, and I'm going to cut them down to the length of my book, which is 23. And we can use these if we want to for pockets on the inside. So I am now going to simply glue these in place. And when I say glue them in place, I'm going to glue them to the edges. I think on the other one I did use some Fabri-Tac on this bit, but or just for the strength. But as I said, I'm going to stitch them, so you don't necessarily need that. Okay. And I'm going to do the same on this side. And then down this centre piece here, I'm going to just put a piece of, this is like, it's almost like a cross between a vellum, but it's got a nice kind of shine and almost like a bit of a pattern to it, like a, yeah, bit of a pattern, nice and thick. So I am going to attach that down at the centre there. Okay, now all I am going to do is I'm going to stitch around the edges, literally just stitch around those edges there, so I'll be right back. Okay, so that is simple stitching around the edge. Like that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my Ostim scissors and I'm just going to cut this excess material off. Okay, so that is that there. Okay, and that's our journal cover. Super, super, super simple. Really, really is simple. So then I'm going to grab my signatures. Now what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to make sure first of all I've got them the right way, because last time I did it they were upside down and I had to unstitch everything again, so just checking to make sure any pattern pages are the right way up. Yep. And all I'm going to do with these is I'm going to grab some Daisy. Just going to pin these together so I know where I am. And then I'm going to grab my pokey tool, which, don't know where that is now. Pokey tool, where's my pokey tool? Don't think I put it back away. No. Okay, can't find my pokey tool. I'll have to check through the rubbish bin to make sure I haven't thrown it away, because that is my normal MO. And I don't think I have. No, so it's got to be here somewhere. I just don't know where. Okay, so I'm not going to do these just yet. Because, let's just check that. I'm not going to do these just yet because it's just a simple 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Just going to glue this down now because this is going to start to come off. So most of you know how to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. If you don't, there are so many videos out there. If I find my pokey tool, then I will, of course, carry on doing it, but I don't want to just keep you hanging around for no reason. So, I will get my pokey tool and I will put a 3-hole pamphlet stitch in there. So I'm going to pop that to one side, and now what I'm going to do is make the dangle to go with it. So just to show you how I kind of make these sorts of things. I've done one of these on a video earlier to show you how I put those together, so I'm just going to put this together now really quickly. I have got a load of bits and pieces here which I use. So I'm going to start off with, what I tend to do is I measure this and I measure 2 lengths of it, and that is what I start to work with. Okay, so all of this was just put in a ball when I bought it, so it's a little bit tangled, which is just typical. Okay, so I'm going to go for one there, and I want 2 of these. So I'm going to cut that there, and then in half again, and they're going to go on there. Now I'm going to try and spread these out a bit, because what I don't want is when I put them together, I don't want the same sort of stuff being kind of just chucked together in a, you know what I mean. So it's, you know, in the same place, so it's all bunched together. I'm hoping you can see this. Let's push it up a bit because you may not get there. So literally all I'm doing is cutting 2 times the length of the book, or the height of the book, length, you know, and then I'm doing double the amount of these. Okay, let's get some green in there now. So I hope you guys are all well, and it'd be great to hear what you're up to. I had a bit of a wobble just after Christmas with my crafting. Do you know when you kind of like hit those brick walls and you're like, So I had one of those, but all is good again. So yeah, I am now probably got too many projects on the go again. I don't know if you ever have those moments where you just literally hit a brick wall and think, what am I doing? You know? Yeah, I do have those moments occasionally. And it's just one of those things, isn't it? I'm sure we all do. Just using some lace here. So yeah, it would be really good to know what you guys are up to. Just drop it in the comments section below. That would be fab. Okay, and then I've got a piece of this. This is very, very thick. So I'm only going to put that there like that. I might use the other one of that for the closure. So that will be like that. Okay, then bear with me. Okay, then I've got one of these ring binder clips, a little small one. I grab this, what I think is going to be the centre, and just play with it a little bit. And then I wrap my ring binder thing around it like that. Daisy, like that. And like I said, I just make sure that it's pretty centre. If it's not, you've got a chance to play around with it here and now. Then all I do is I take some of the wax thread that I use to bind the journal in with, and I wrap it just literally around the top. And then tie a knot even. Now you can use longer pieces of thread and put your dangles and stuff on that directly if you want to. Excuse me, I just prefer to take have mine as take-off ones, so you can decide whether you want to use it as a dangle or whether you want to, you know, whatever it is you want to do with it. So I just tighten that like that, and then the dangle is literally going to clip on to this material now that we've just put on, you know, the cord that we've just put on there. I'm going to cut the excess off. Once that's on your journal, you're going to have all of your lovely bits and pieces, and we'll also have a dangle. I'm not going to go through that on camera because I don't want to waste your time doing that, but simple dangle there. And then, gosh, I feel like we're in a bit of a race, and we're not in a race, honestly. It's the wrong one. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these boxes down there. These are the boxes that I'm just trying to alter a little bit. These are the boxes of my current projects. So I've got 5 of them down there. I might be able to work on that one, because as much as I love that, I don't really think that's going to go with that. Is it? Yeah, it would. It would go with that. But I don't know if I want a... Whereas that, I think, might go better. Let's chop this first and then we can see what we think. So I'm going to chop to about here, I think. And then I'm going to have to chop off this bit here. So it's whether or not that will work. And it might once we put our extra bits and pieces on. So I'm going to pop all of these out the way for a moment. And we'll go with this. I've just grabbed some plainish type pieces of material to use underneath here. Let's have a look at this one. It's a lot thicker, but it will go. Okay, so I'm going to cut this about here. Let me see if it rips. No, that's not going to rip. It's very fibrous, and it's gonna shed an awful lot and very quickly, I think. So let's see if that fits on there first, which you might do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly stitch this on here. I'll glue it on first, just a little bit. I'll stitch it and then I can cut off any excess then. Okay, so I'll stitch it and I will be back with you. Okay, so I've stitched around it. Just going to cut a little bit of this off here. Just to tidy that up a bit. And do the same, just a little bit off here. And then cut this top section off here. Like that. And that will go on here like that. That's actually the further on the brown one. Not the brown one, I'm doing an orange one. Because with this one here, yeah, maybe. So anyway, that will go on there like that. We need a cover, a tie. So let's have a look at this. So if that went like that, and that like that, and then that was our tie. Yeah, I think that's okay. So let's glue this on. Okay. This is going to be the fastest base for a journal I think I've ever done. And that doesn't want to come out, which is probably stuck. Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to give this a rub in because I don't want really the glue seeping through the ribbon too much. Even though we're going to be covering it, I still don't want it being everything, you know, all that you see. There's that one there. And then we're going to do this side. Okay. And that'll go over there like that. I'm gonna cut these down once I know how much I want. I don't want them to be too big, so I'm going to cut those down there like that for a minute. And then let's just double check. Oh, I haven't sewn my signatures in, so it doesn't matter about which end they are. And I'm going to pop this on here like this. Okay, and you don't have to be so fussy with this, but I do like to just go around the edges just to make sure it's an even distribution, so it's not going to come up anywhere. So that is going to go on there like that. Get rid of that glue. Once the signatures are stitched in, we'll just use this as a tie, like that. And we'll also attach our dangle, shall we say, and that will be another journal. Really, really simple, basic. There's loads of things you can do to enhance this. On this one here, just added another little cluster. You can put, like I said, your dangles on your dangle, your charms on your dangle. You can decorate it inside to your heart's content. If you're not liking the brown here, which I don't mind, then just ink it, which is the edge of the journal, edge of the folder, file folder or A4 folder. And as I said, just a dangle that we will attach. And probably, let me have a look actually, because I might be able to do this now. With this one here, what I think I'd like to do is just put a, if I can, put a hole in here, like that. Could put a brad in there, whatever you want to put in there, to be honest. I'm going to put a hole in there. I'm going to pop a eyelet in. Seal that like that, and then we're going to be able to put this on here, probably with a with a bull clip or a jump ring or whatever it is you want to attach on that. But yeah, I'm super happy with that. I'm going to glue some more of this down because it's coming over. Very messy there. Okay. So yeah, I will glue those, I will sew those in, but it'll be a simple three stitch pamphlet pamphlet. And that is journal number 2. I am making 5 in total. So we've got this one here, which is number 1, with its dangle and beads. Then we've got this one here, which is number 2, with its dangle, and I will put some beads on. I'm going to make it another green one, and then I've got 2 almost terracotta-y type colour material to make the other 2 with. And then, as I said, it's going to be a case of just putting together some ephemera to go inside of them. So super simple process for putting a basic journal cover together. And I think, in fairness, considering, you know, I normally go to town with my journal covers and they're really hard and you know, literally take me forever to make. This one I think looks really good. It's really pretty, and it's a really simple concept. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling now because I will carry on and on and on all day. I've lost it again. That's not your fault, that's my fault. I'll leave it there. I will say to you, as always, stay safe and be well, and I will catch you in the next video. So until then, bye for now.